at the county building with an update on a story we first told you about on MauiAlert.com last evening. This involves the mayor of Maui's whereabouts during the Lahaina fire. And yesterday, 9 months to the day after the fire, the mayor's office finally clarified again that he was not here during key moments of that fire, as was contradicted by earlier statements that the mayor's office had made. I'll take you back to April 18th when Maui Alert first reported from evidence unearthed by the Hawaii Attorney General's office that it appeared as though the mayor was not here during those moments of the fire, as the fire was spreading very quickly in Lahaina, threatening homes and ultimately costing lives. What we reported then was a text message from then Emergency Management Agency Administrator Herman Andaya, the infamous Andaya that later resigned, about the warning systems that did not go off during the fire. He was off island during that fateful day. His second in command was supposed to be here, a gentleman by the name of Paul Coe. Coe had gone home already because of earlier fires, and that left a third person here at the Emergency Management Center to deal with this massive fire that was taking shape in Lahaina. Well, Andaya, who was on Oahu, texted the mayor the information that he was hearing, saying, look, this fire is spreading quickly, it's threatening homes, fire is evacuating. The mayor's response via text was, let's stay on top of that, I'll be back after my doctor's appointment. As our article pointed out, several hours later, he was on a live report, I believe with KITV in Honolulu, saying that essentially the fire was, he was happy to report that the roads in and out of Lahaina were open, and there had been a couple buildings burned, but he seemed to be referencing what had gone on up country. Didn't mention anything about the huge number of houses lost, the devastation, the evacuations, the issues with, if I'm not mistaken, the evacuations, but certainly did not mention anything about the fatalities that had already occurred at that evening, kind of putting a cheery face on things at 6 p.m. that evening on the Honolulu news station. So we reported that. The next day, April 19th, the mayor's office comes out and says, well, in fact, the mayor did cancel his appointments and did not go to that doctor's appointment, but came back here to the EOC. Yesterday, after obvious scrutiny, the mayor's office came out with another statement, again with an evolution in the story. Go ahead and take a look at what that says. Put that up on the screen for you. It says, while medical appointments were canceled after further checking, Mayor Bissen did attend an appointment with his cardiologist in Wailuku on the afternoon of August 8th at 3:20 p.m. While at his appointment, Mayor received a text message informing him of a new fire in Lahaina, unquote. A statement from the mayor's office said, quote, he then returned to the EOC where he remained until 2:30 a.m. the next morning, unquote. Still, I will have to say, not a comprehensive explanation of where and when the mayor was. This text came into the mayor around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 2:30 in the afternoon, and the mayor appeared oblivious to the extent of the fire on that 6 o'clock newscast. So when was his cardiologist? If it was, in fact, a cardiologist appointment, we take him at his word on that. We haven't seen any evidence to support that claim, and right now we have to really question everything. But for the moment, we'll take him at his word. He was at a cardiologist appointment. When did he leave the appointment? Where did he go after the appointment? And most importantly, when did he get back here? Remember, this was a fire that had the fire chief of the fire department off island, out of the state on the mainland during the fire. And as I mentioned, was in the emergency operation, was not in the emergency operations center, but was in Honolulu, did not come back for the events of the fire. And questions about where the chief of police was as well. We have not received the chief of police's text messages or call logs like other officials, including Andaya, have turned over. The mayor's not turned those over either. So we don't know from those records where anybody was. So A lot of questions continue to surround the mayor. A lot of questionable calls, frankly. Even while the mayor was around, he decided not to call in the military, decided not to ask for a Chinook helicopter that the Big Island had asked for, questions about when it was he declared an emergency, a lot of questions about what the mayor was doing that day and why he wasn't more on top of things. Maui Alert has had questions posed to the mayor's office on this subject before. They have not returned requests for that information, requests for comment on that. We will try again today. We will see if they are more responsive this time, and if we do get a response from them, we will certainly update you on MauiAlert.com and our other channels. But that is the big headline today, is that the mayor's story has yet again changed, but at least now we know that he is acknowledging that he was not here during that critical time period as the fire was raging, growing out of control in Lahaina. So I will leave you with that sentiment right now on Maui Alert. And remember to support Maui Alert, and Maui Alert investigates with our Truth for Lahaina campaign, which is in part responsible for bringing this information to you. And you can support us by buying a t-shirt that supports the cause, says Maui Alert Lahaina Truth for Lahaina campaign right on there. Next time I do a live shot, I'll show you one. But either way, we appreciate you watching. We're dedicated to this story. We've been reporting on it for months, and we do believe there is a lot of reporting to come. That's it for now, everybody. Paul Aker reporting live in Wailuku for Maui Alert and Maui Alert Investigates. We'll talk to